chances the Chargers offense is better than the Chiefs offense this year?
I am so stunned that you love the Chargers offseason. Stunned. Because they obviously...
What's not to love?
Well, listen, a neutral party, Ben Solak, who I think we both think is a smart guy.
Smart guy.
How many teams are there in the league?
I believe it's 32 still.
So he ranked the 32 off seasons.
Oh, so you're just taking someone?
No, I'm trying to bring a neutral party to it.
Okay, go ahead.
Out of 32 teams, he had the Chargers off season 32nd. And the reason for that is they, particularly on offense, they didn't get better anywhere.
Oh, my God.
They had a center retire, and they replaced him with Biotish. Cole Strange is now slated to be their starting guard.
Yeah.
The only reason we know the name Cole Strange was because when Bill Belichick, in one of his final fateful first-round picks, drafted him, the Rams laughed at him, and that was proven correct by the fact he didn't make it through his rookie contract. They didn't get better at running back. They didn't get better at wide receiver. So it's this idea that Mike McDaniel is going to be this cure-all when we're comparing them to a Chiefs team whose biggest issue on offense was the lack of a running game. They signed Kenneth Walker, and I understand that Eric Bieniemy, as an offensive coordinator, hasn't drawn up as many fancy plays as your guy Mike McDaniel. But you know what he has done it as an offensive coordinator? Won a bunch of Super Bowls with this team. So yeah, I'm confident that the Chiefs, who've had a better offense than the Chargers, every year Patrick's been there and finished with an intact ACL, will continue to have a better offense than the Chargers.
All due respect to Ben Solak, who is a very sharp guy, that exercise was about additions and subtractions this offseason. Do you feel like the Chargers maybe are going to get better production at a couple of positions that I think you would say are important on offense? Left and right tackle?
Yeah, I do. And
left and right tackle. Those are two of their four highest paid players in Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater, and probably their second and third best players behind Justin Herbert. So those additions will come in the form of their highest paid best players playing more than 6 total games.
The Chiefs
than they played
also
last year.
had their starting left tackle play 8 games last year.
And
they
he's
get
not
him back.
nearly as good as Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater.
But I'm just telling you now, I think this is a strategic mistake, projecting so much strength for the Chargers, because by mid-season next year, all those same offensive line tears you were crying about the left and right tackle, you're going to be crying about the left guard, center, and right guard. And it's going to be...
Well, it'd be tough to be worse than the Chargers were on the interior of the offensive line the last couple of years. They might be as bad, but it would be almost statistically impossible to be worse. And I'll say this, man. We are entering a pretty large sample if we look at the two offenses. You act like it's insane to think that anyone could have a better offense than the Chiefs.
No, not anyone. This team.
Okay, well, let's put it up. Let's look at it.
That's
A sample of 3 seasons. I think you would agree it's pretty similar.
Yeah. It's so funny to keep pretending like the Chargers and Justin Herbert are just straight trash, and the Kansas City Chiefs are just straight royalty. And again, I don't want to hear about Super Bowls. That's not the conversation. And that's why I laugh when you're like, Eric Bieniemy won Super Bowls with this team. Are we serious right now? Eric Bieniemy was the reason why, not Andy Reid. Bringing in Eric Bieniemy is going to upgrade this team in a way that Mike McDaniel is not going to be an actual, genuine, bona fide upgrade to the Chargers. That's the equal footing we're going to put this on right now. Are we insane right now? We understand that also the bulk of that was with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce in his prime. We understand that, right? And yeah, considering what this O-line was last year. They didn't get better at the run game. The run game is going to be better by virtue of the O-line not being the worst offensive line in the NFL. How about that? How about that is going to improve the run game? Do you think that that's possible? Do you think that that's possible? Also, we know these types of coaches, the Mike McDaniels of the NFL, they're so great. They're so great at getting these schemed plays, these schemed throws, these plays that are so perfectly organized and choreographed that it's honestly like you get like an additional guaranteed like 50 plus yards like just at the bottom line. Of everything. Like, it's just all perfectly choreographed and in rhythm with each other. Like, it's all just a plus B equals C, whereas everything else the Chargers have been doing have been very much Justin Herbert has to call hike, and he has to figure out everything, every single play, every single moment. And it's like now you're getting a coach that is just embedded in the on a Sunday that is just embedded into it that I'm going to be able to point and say, oh, did you see that touchdown? Oh, you see that 25-yard pickup? Oh, you see that huge first down? That was Mike McDaniel. That wasn't Justin Herbert. That wasn't so-and-so. That was Mike McDaniel. That was Mike McDaniel. That was a beautiful route. That was a beautiful schemed play. Like, that was it. Justin Herbert hasn't been on the receiving end of that. So, just that alone, yes, is going to solve it's going to solve problems. You're going to convert more first downs and got to have it moments. Therefore, I don't know, maybe scoring more points, getting more production. 'Cause again, the question is, chances Chargers have better offense than Chiefs. First of all, we have to define what does that even mean. Is it more total yards? Is it more points? Like, we've seen what Justin Herbert has done with some great coaching and some bad from like coordinating standpoint. And we see the consistent production that he gets. We're really going to pretend that there's not going to be any elevation. Put it this way. Look at these last 3 seasons. Justin Herbert has not had a coach as great as Mike McDaniel. And so, we really do not believe that Mike McDaniel isn't going to be able to bring this offense with Justin Herbert an additional like 3 points or something. Like, that it's just not possible. He's not going to improve the third down percentage. He's not going to improve the points per game. Like, we like that's 'cause if that's the case, then what's the point? Like, what's the difference? And also, if you don't think that that's going to matter, why do you think that Eric Bieniemy is going to have that effect on the Kansas City Chiefs? And don't tell me, well, you won Super Bowls. I'm going to lose my mind if you keep saying that. I'm going to lose my mind. How good was he without Andy Reid? How good? Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Well, how great has Andy Reid been without Patrick Mahomes? Oh, pretty spectacular, Hall of Fame, historic, widely respected. Got it. Also, I don't want to hear it. The Chiefs, 21.3 points per game, 21st. The Chargers, 21.6, 20th. So, literally last season they were like, don't tell me it's like, oh, because of the ACL and the MCL and this and that. I don't want to hear it. Justin Herbert had surgery on his hand. He also Trey Lance played a game as well. Like, I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Also, Wright. Up until Patrick Mahomes got hurt, Justin Herbert was the higher-rated quarterback. 80.8, 23 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, completion percentage of 65.6%. And 3,100 yards, 7.1 yards per attempt. Patrick Mahomes, 62.7%, but 3,500 yards. 7.1 yards per attempt, 22 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. 89.6 passer rating. Justin Herbert, 92.2. Not to mention, Justin Herbert got injured and needed surgery on his arm or his wrist or his hand, whatever the heck it was. Oh, interesting. Patrick Mahomes was pressured 205 times. Justin Herbert, 229. Got it. It was literally with a decimated O-line. Decimated week after week after week. So, stop pretending like it's absolutely insane. Like it's ridiculous to even fathom. You can say I think the Chiefs will be better than the Chargers. I think the Chiefs' offense will be better than the Chargers. But the blatant are you out of your mind? We're not talking about the Cleveland Browns right now. We're not saying, well, Shedeur Sanders and Todd Monken can be better than Patrick and Andy Reid. It's not the conversation. It's not the conversation. Ooh, it's hurting the souls. It's hurting the souls of so many Kansas City Chiefs fans. It's hurting their souls. The Chargers are coming, baby. The Chargers are coming. It was first San Diego. Then it was Los Angeles. Next stop to the moon. Haven't you been seeing it out there? We just sent someone to the moon. We just sent a team of what was it? 4 or 5 astronauts. Yeah. You know why they're up there? They're scoping out the landing spot for the San Diego-Los Angeles Moon Chargers. That's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. They are charging to the moon. Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Chargers? Chances they have a better offense than the Chiefs. Oh, gasp. Remember when he freaked out about that last off-season when we were talking about better chance that the Denver Broncos have a better offense and have a better year than the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was like, that's ridiculous. I'll shave my head if that happens. Well, they got to the AFC Championship game and would have gotten to the Super Bowl. So, this is perfect. Chargers, I got news for you. You're going to at least the AFC Championship game. But let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment. So, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get into some discussions. Let's get into some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here. I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.